Good morning. This is a guide for Nine Men's Morris. It's a minigame in Assassin's Creed 3 and this is remastered on Xbox One. Just wanted to show you two things here really. It's two different wins. This one is just how to deal with when the opponent goes down to 3 pieces and they can move the piece anywhere on the board. It can be really griefy unless you have multiple rows of 3 ready to go. Then they're stuffed. So as long as you've got 2 opportunities at least to line up 3, proceed and remove the 4th piece, and then just keep manoeuvring. They'll get in a position where they have to move and you'll win. It's a ball heck of a game, this. It is doable though. It's just it takes a lot of thinking, a lot of strategy. There's an achievement related to this minigame where you have to beat all minigames on the Homestead expert difficulty. This is on expert difficulty, and it's when I was trying to complete the challenge for the thieves, which is win £500 from betting on minigames. So as you can see, it's going to have to move now, which leaves me open to finish my row 3 and end the game. I just wanted to show you that because in the beginning I got caught out big time when they went down to 3 and lost a couple of games because I didn't know how to deal with it properly. Now I'm going to show you the next win. I think this is by far the easiest method, and it involves blocking in the pieces of the opponent, preventing them from moving. Always start the game off, put a piece in a corner of the innermost square. No matter what the opponent does, put a piece in the opposing diagonal spot. This gives you dominance of the inner square and is vital to winning the game. Then the opponent will most likely try and make rows of 3, so your best bet is to just put your pieces to counteract that. It makes it easy because you don't have to think too much about where you're putting your pieces. This was actually more difficult because you started putting them in random places, so I've had to think more about where I'm positioning. Decided to go the outside because you need a piece on the outside, at least 1, preferably 2, so you can control movement. You pretty much want a piece on each square, at least 1 piece on each square, preferably 2. But you've got to be really careful where you place them. As you can see, I've blocked him in there quite nicely, but it's easy for him to do the same to you if you're not careful. It lands really nicely, this one, because he's literally made it easy for me to block him in. All his pieces are bunched up in the corner. Doesn't always play out like that. In fact, I've rarely had a game that's played out exactly the same. Sometimes they will just go for the making 3 pieces in a row and just keep going for opportunities. Sometimes they'll just do random things like they have done there. I have been caught out many times. The computer on expert is very difficult, and it only takes 1 mistake or lack of concentration and you're done for. So as you can see here, he hasn't really got any opportunities to make 3 up because of his positioning, and I've got my little bit there at the top where I can just keep moving 1 piece in, 1 piece out to make 3, and just take off his pieces on the side of the board where he can still move. What we'll want left is these pieces on the left hand side. They're all bunched up and can't move, so once these pieces on the right are out of the equation, his moves are going to be over when I've blocked him in, and then it's game over. If you can do that, I think that's the most consistent and successful way of winning the game, and probably had about a 70% win rate using this method. I know there's already guides out there, and the 2 pieces in the innermost square, that's not mine. I'm not taking credit for that. There's already a guide on YouTube that I've drawn that from. However, I've made my own strategy up, and I thought I'd share it with you. It gives you a different angle. Thanks for watching. Maybe subscribe.